Thailand remains one of the world's best travel values. It's not dirt cheap, but you get beautiful beaches like this where you can hang out and really enjoy life. And you can eat well and drink well. These are juice prices. Your biggest decision is whether to have noodles or to have some rice. And then, of course, you can go to Bangkok and enjoy some beautiful places to see if you want a city tour.
Hey, Tim Leffel here, and I am back in Thailand. This is probably the 10th or 12th time I've been in this country because Bangkok's kind of a crossroads. But a lot of that was in my backpacking days when it was cheaper and it didn't get as many visitors. But Thailand's still a bargain. The last time I was here was 2015, 7 years ago since when I'm recording this, and prices are pretty much the same. Here are a few prices just from quick shopping trips. We haven't eaten much in our apartment, even though we got a nice kitchen, because it frankly doesn't make sense price-wise to cook in Thailand. It's just so much cheaper to go out and eat, especially from street stalls where you can get something to eat for $1. And so we haven't cooked much here, mostly just some breakfast things, fruit salad, making some tea, things like that. I have been going out to get coffee because that's really hard to find here. You pretty much have to go to a coffee shop unless you've got a French press, and you can go to a coffee shop and buy some good coffee because they drink a lot of Nescafe here. Okay, this is the result of a quickie shopping run in Thailand. All of this was the equivalent of about $15 US. The most expensive things were these dragon fruits, $3.60. Cashews were 120 baht, so that's about the same. And then everything else is quite a bit less. Got a beer, got some soda water, and this is heavy on the snacks because we were having some friends over tonight and needed some things to have on the table when we're playing cards. We got some vegetables too. And some cut up pineapple already ready to go, shade over $1. Okay, this is a run from the local 7-Eleven. Packaged peanuts that's been half eaten was $1.50. This sugar was 50 cents. That iced coffee in a can, 50 cents. This yogurt, 60 cents. This water, $0.25. And then we have the big splurge item here. This was 125 pesos, baht, which is a bit less than $4. The only difference I've really noticed is in taxis, and I think that's partly because I've been in Bangkok and Phuket, and Phuket's kind of like Cancun in Mexico. The taxis are always overcharging, but you can use apps like Grab to pull things up immediately, but otherwise we're paying a little over $50 a night for this nice apartment we're in. We're not on the beach, but we got a great view of the mountains and the vegetation around.
We also spent about $50 a night for this beautiful place in Koh Lanta, right on this beach. And here was the swimming pool, had breakfast included, and here was the beach view.
We have some friends that are paying $1,000 for a month. If we had gotten this place for that long, it probably would have been about the same. And of course, you can rent a place long term for about half that if you have, feet on the ground and you can look around, including in Bangkok. But if you spend a bit more, you'll get a nicer place with a swimming pool like this one has. We have a washing machine, lots of space to work, super fast Wi-Fi. So we were willing to pay a little more since we were here short term. Prices for food are still excellent. You can get a kilo of fruit for a couple bucks. You can go out to eat for $2 or $3 for a good Thai meal. And of course, if you're at the beach, you're going to spend a little more for seafood, but I think the most we've spent on a meal at a normal restaurant is maybe $8 each for a seafood barbecue. So prices are quite good, and we have been enjoying our time here, and I'm looking forward to coming back again because it's a big country. There's a lot to do, a lot of beaches to go to, a lot of interesting ruins to see and all of that. Thankfully, I've been here in the past and was able to see a lot of those things. This time I was mostly just camping out and getting some work done at beachfront locations. working in the morning, going to the beach in the afternoon. That's the kind of life you can have here, and it's quite easy. The only problem is you're on a very different time zone than North America or even Europe, so you got to adjust to that and kind of work at some strange hours, especially if you need to do phone calls.
You will spend a good bit more if you're trying to eat Western food, and if you go for some snacks, they might be a little different. But in general, you can get skewers like this for less than $1. You can get a coconut for less than $1. Fruit is quite inexpensive. Even these ice cream novelties are less than $1. And if you want to get your laundry done, it's like $1 for a kilo, or you can wash it yourself for less. Just watch out for non-Thai pickpockets.